If your PS5 won't turn on, no beeps, no lights, nothing but silence, I'm gonna show you every trick you can try before you panic. And I'll let you know which steps are safe to try, which steps are reversible, which steps you should only do if you're out of warranty or could care less about the system. In a lot of cases, that's just the time when your PlayStation 5 is dead and you're really hoping for one last shot. This could be it. A dead PS5 freaks people out, but 70% of the time, it's not even dead. It's just stuck. Either the power logic tripped, or the thermal protection locked it out, or dust has clogged your fan so bad it refuses to even boot. In most cases, your console's actually protecting itself. It's not broken, it's waiting. Here are some zero-risk, free fixes that we can try right now. This helps a lot of people out. I'm always shocked by how many people really do get help by this part. Step 1, unplug your PlayStation for 60 seconds. Step 2, press and hold the power button for at least 5 seconds while the system is still unplugged. This can reset your power. And it doesn't work in all cases, but it does help quite a few folks, like I said. Step 3, plug directly into the wall, no surge protector. We want to make sure that your surge protector wasn't the issue. Step number 4, try the back power cable from another device. You'd be shocked how many times those actually go bad. Step number 5, listen for the faint click that you can hear from your power relay. If none of those brought your PlayStation 5 back, keep watching. If you've already been helped by this point, please comment, let people know. Alright, so this next fix is also relatively safe. I would say it fixes between 30 and 40% of PlayStations. It doesn't void your warranty, but you want to make sure if and when you do use tools to do it, you're using the right tools. Pop off the side plates of your PlayStation 5. It's harmless. Look at your dust chambers. If these pockets are packed, your PlayStation 5 can lock out at boot because the fan can't freely spin. It tries, it just can't pull the air through the chambers. And in cases like this, the system refuses to turn on. Here's the fix. Brush both pockets gently with a brush. Make sure that it's ESD and that you're not generating a bunch of static electricity. Wipe around the inner rings. Use an electric air duster or a bulb duster on low to break it up around the fan. Dust that is loose and ready to come off breaks off easily with air. Do not blast compressed air inward. If you do that, you're pushing dust deeper into the chambers, deeper into your heatsink, and if you're using a can, you're also putting moisture in there. Don't do it. If your PlayStation 5 turns on after this, boom, saved. All I ask in return is you comment, let people know that this has worked for you. Alright, this one is safe, but it's reversible. Unplug your HDMI cable. Unplug the USB devices. Hold the power button for 30 seconds. Wait 10 seconds. Plug only the power cable in. Try again. People underestimate how often a little accessory can cause a power lock on your PlayStation 5. It's a problem and it happens all the time. Alright, now we are getting into the advanced fixes. This isn't for everybody. They are safe to do. If you're careful, they are reversible. And they're extremely common fixes if the other things didn't work out, but again, make sure you have the right tools. I suggest you only do these if your console is out of warranty, if you've tried everything else, if you're willing to carefully open the device and give it a try. And the truth is, for a lot of you, your console's already brick. I say, what's the loss? Give this part a shot. Especially if you know Sony's not going to replace it, and you're not going to pay for a repair. That's how people like me get started in this industry. Step number 1, power supply reset. Remove the bottom screws, gently lift the plate, look at the PSU connector, reseat it. Again, if you're not comfortable opening it up, don't. This step is optional. Fix number 2, we're going to do a thermal overload reset. If the paste is cooked, your PS5 refuses to boot. Removing old paste and applying new thermal grizzly can revive a dead machine. Fix number 3, VRM thermal pad failure. If the VRM pad is overheating on startup, your PlayStation 5 hard locks. Replacing the thermal pads can restore normal power flow. Only do this if you're out of warranty again, and if you're comfortable. This step is for people with nothing left to lose, not for a beginner faint of heart. But these deep fixes, they revive consoles at an insanely excessive rate. Faulty power supply, blown internal fuse, damaged HDMI port shorting out the boot sequence, liquid damage, lightning strike. Well, these things are rare, but they do occur. But in my experience, most dead systems are just clogged and or overheating. If you need the full setup, the air duster, the brushes, the microfiber cloth, the alcohol wipes, the thermal paste, the thermal pads, even the pry tools, I put the complete PlayStation 5 emergency kit together in the bio and in the description of my video. Again, only use what you're comfortable with using. But for a lot of you, you don't have anything else to lose. Always start with the free, safe steps. Use deeper steps only if you're confident and out of warranty, or if you just don't care. Or you, again, have nothing to lose. And if your PlayStation 5 comes back to life, I want you to come back right here, drop a comment down below, let other people know that this video is valuable and it actually helped you. Also, I want to hear your story, or even help you if you've got other issues going on with it. Either way, we're always here. I'm David G with Techyamo Labs, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.